Nobody listens to your music or acknowledges you, but could that actually be the marketing strategy? What's up, everybody? My name is Bobby Borg, musician, author, and professor. And when Queen first came out with their theatrical music, nobody really understood that. When Bob Dylan first plugged in and went electric, nobody really got that. And even when Crocs shoes first came out, or when Red Bull energy drink first came out, no one really got that either. And just think about how iconic those products are today. And is there a marketing strategy in that? And the answer is yes. And I've got 3 to share. And if you hang around, I'll even maybe give you a bonus one as well. So first, let's talk about the first one. That is, act it and you will become it. So there's a story about this band in Boston called Extreme. And this is a really interesting example because these guys were a small group at the time, but they'd show up like they were a major label stadium band. They'd show up in a truck with their name painted on the side. The crew members would come out with the black shirts that said crew in the back and the band's name on the front. And they'd have the little mics in their ears and they'd be talking to each other as they set up the gear, and they'd have their own drum risers, their own lighting. I mean, they really worked it like we are huge already. And people started wondering, who are these guys? I've never heard of them. And more people came out to see it because they're afraid of missing out. And of course, then that led to them getting a big deal and having a successful career. The second technique you can think about is what's called the early adapter strategy. And there's this girl by the name of Julia Alexia that uses this quite a lot. She'll have her music playing and then she'll have text that says something like, I was there for Billie Eilish from the beginning and you could be there for me at the beginning. Be there with me like from the start and you can be part of this journey. Feeling that they are there before everybody else is there. And sometimes that might be enough to make people go, wow, let me check out more of who this person is. Maybe she actually is going to be the next Billie Eilish. Again, kind of giving people that fear of missing out sort of thing, right? Another technique, number 3, is what's called the nostalgia technique. So there's this group right now on TikTok. I think they're pronounced Judies, but they're an alternative rock group that kind of sounds a little bit like Nirvana or the Deftones. And when they play their music, again, they have sort of like a little text message that says something to the nature of, if we were around in the 90s, would we be the next Nirvana? Kind of giving you the idea that, hey, there could be a resurgence of this music and this could be the band that is the next Nirvana. Because in the beginning, Nirvana wasn't noticed either and they blew up to be huge. And hey, we could be the same thing as well. And again, people want to feel like they're part of something and that they're there from the beginning and they kind of jump on board. Again, it's all about the fear of missing out. This last one, I call it maybe the Kanye West strategy, right? Because when Kanye was going from producer to being a rapper, man, he talked up his game. I am huge. I am going to be God. I am God. You just don't realize it. And again, it's all based on that fear of missing out. You were one of the stupid ones that didn't believe in me when I was a nobody. And that's infectious, and he did have the goods to back it up. When nobody knows who you are or when you don't have any awareness, that could be the marketing strategy. It's ultimately about being convincing, putting a question mark in people's mind and making them feel like they're going to miss out. My name is Bobby Borg, helping musicians turn their art into a more successful business. Please like and share because Mr. Algorithm on YouTube likes that kind of stuff. Peace, love, later.